approach is no different, blending age-old wisdom with an eye for detail that truly sets their cannabis apart. The knack of the Amish for hands-on labor is no secret. In their world, every phase of cannabis cultivation, from sowing the seeds to the harvest, is done by hand. Ever seen a field prepared by horse-drawn plows? That's them conserving soil health and ensuring natural aeration, a practice rarely seen in our tech-dependent age. With such a meticulous approach, they address any issues such as pests or nutrient deficiencies right at the onset. Just like a painter needs space on a canvas, so do the Amish growers when setting their cannabis plants. Doing so ensures optimum sunlight and circulation, reducing the risk of mold or any other challenges. This also allows them to cater to every plant individually, thereby enhancing both its health and yield. The Amish are synonymous with organic farming, and they extended this practice to their cannabis cultivation as well. Composts made from animal manure, kitchen waste, and wood stove ash enrich their fields, creating the perfect setting for cannabis plants to flourish. To keep the pests at bay, they rely on natural remedies like neem oil, beneficial insects, and garlic sprays. Rest assured, the cannabis they grow is as chemical-free as it can get. Respecting nature's rhythm is another feather in the Amish cap. They plant and harvest in sync with the seasons, not the technology. Keeping a constant eye on weather patterns and seasonal changes helps them grow cannabis that is in tune with nature's course. This results in more potent cannabinoids and a richer terpene profile. Their expertise extends to crop rotation as well, a practice that ensures the soil remains fertile over time. They might follow a cannabis harvest with nitrogen-fixing crops like clover to replenish the soil, a visible testimonial of sustainable land management. Where the Amish really outshine is in the post-harvest process. They gently trim the cannabis plants and hang them in naturally ventilated wooden barns to dry. This curing process, slow and meticulous, often spans weeks, allowing the buds to retain their full flavor and potency sans any overdrying. The simplicity of these barns, coupled with natural climate conditions, makes a perfect environment for cannabis curing. The Amish vouch for this traditional method, stating that it enhances the terpenes and potency in ways modern equipment can't. The organic processes used by the Amish in cannabis farming not only result in high-quality yields, but also make it environmentally friendly. No heavy machinery, no synthetic chemicals, and definitely no waste of water. Instead, they rely on rainwater and handmade ditches for efficient hydration. What you get is a farming process in complete harmony with nature, conserving resources while providing contaminant-free cannabis. Its sustainability is at its absolute best, demonstrating that antiquated methods can fulfill modern needs without compromising the earth's health. The Amish emphasis on quality is a refreshing perspective. To them, their plants are not just crops, but an embodiment of centuries-long agricultural wisdom. Everything, right from preparing the soil to the slow curing process, culminates in a final product that is remarkable in quality, flavor, and purity. Though their practices might not fit the scale needed for mass production, they hint at a more sustainable way of farming that could inspire the cannabis industry and beyond. With such commitment to age-old techniques, it's hardly surprising that Amish-grown cannabis is garnering a reputation for excellence. Yet, for a community that values tradition as deeply as the Amish do, farming cannabis isn't without its challenges. Up next, we'll look at these challenges and how they strike a balance between their beliefs and this unconventional crop. Stay tuned. Growing cannabis isn't easy, even for experienced farmers. It's a crop that comes with its share of cultural, legal, and financial twists and turns. For the Amish, known for their deep-rooted traditional farming practices, this journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Imagine balancing centuries-old values with the demands of a modern controversial industry. It's a story of adaptation, innovation, and staying true to one's beliefs. For many Amish communities, cannabis sparks a fiery ethical debate. On one hand, the crop offers significant financial opportunity, a chance to secure their family's futures. On the other, its association with recreational drug use challenges their spiritual commitment to simplicity and purity. In stricter Amish orders, this debate often ends in outright bans. But not all Amish see it the same way. Progressive groups have embraced medicinal cannabis as a middle ground, using it to navigate financial survival without compromising their moral compass. Then there's the hurdle of legal red tape. Even as cannabis laws loosen across the U.S., navigating permits and compliance can feel like a bureaucratic nightmare, especially for the Amish, who prefer a life free of such complexities. To tackle this, many form partnerships with non-Amish allies who handle the legal intricacies. But the risks remain. With cannabis still illegal at the federal level, farmers near state borders walk a fine line. Any misstep could lead to serious consequences, making location and strict compliance key to staying in the game. Competition is another mountain to climb. Up against massive operations armed with cutting-edge technology and deep pockets, Amish farmers rely on their commitment to sustainable practices and artisanal quality. Though their hand labor methods may feel like a disadvantage, they've carved out a niche for customers who cherish craftsmanship over mass production. Privacy poses another challenge. The cannabis industry's spotlight can feel invasive for Amish farmers who value their low-profile lifestyle. Media attention, law enforcement scrutiny, and even local gossip can disrupt their peaceful way of life. To stay under the radar, many use intermediaries to handle public-facing business, but avoiding prying eyes isn't always possible. And then there's the ever-present stigma. Cannabis's association with illegal activity and lingering stereotypes can strain relationships with neighbors and even spark tension within Amish communities. But their resilience shines. By relying on their close-knit community bonds and pooling resources, they find ways to weather the storm. Despite the obstacles, the Amish continue to push forward, proving that they can adapt without losing sight of their traditions. Their journey is nothing short of inspiring, a testament to balancing old-world values with the demands of an ever-changing modern world. So, what's next for this fascinating partnership of Amish wisdom and cannabis cultivation? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure.
The Amish got their ways of doing things, and they're gonna keep it popping because they work their ass off. And as I always say, hard work pays, especially if you know how to get paid for it. You dig? Shouts out to you, monetization coach. We're gonna have to get into that one of these days coming up. I hit record when I start a video, right?